So information on the DJI Mini 6 Pro has been leaked, so let's delve into the rumours and see exactly what it's all about. So when it comes to DJI leaked information, they don't tend to be a million miles out when it comes to the specifications, just like previous models like the Avata 360. Now the Mini 5 Pro is an amazing drone. I really am a big fan of that, so I'm excited to see exactly what the Mini 6 Pro has to offer. Now let's get straight into it with the camera and image quality. So when it comes to the camera, it is rumoured to have a 1-inch stacked CMOS Titan sensor. Now with that, the drone is rumoured to keep the 1-inch sensor size but upgrade to a stacked CMOS design. That would drastically reduce the rolling shutter, improve image readout times and allow for smoother video during fast motion. The next one is going to be improved resolution. Now the Mini 5 Pro was 4K, but the Mini 6 Pro is boasting to have 6K resolution. Now there are reports suggesting that the capability to record 6K video due to heat generation in these sub 249 gram drones, it's believed that this may be capped at 30 frames per second for continually shooting, while 60 frames per second might be limited to short clips. And with that, it's going to have a mechanical viable aperture. Perhaps the most highly anticipated camera feature is a mechanical viable aperture rumoured between 1.7 and 11, which would allow creators to instantly adjust exposure without constantly landing to swap ND filters, which is ideal in different light environments. Now the next one is upgraded image processing. So DJI is reportedly focusing on a smarter software, potentially dubbed Scene Core 4.0, prioritising cleaner footage with improved shadow and highlight recovery over simply increasing megapixels. Now we need to look at what the build is going to be like and the battery life is going to be like. Now when it comes to the battery life, when it comes to flight time, predictions are varied, with optimistic rumours citing around about 60 minutes, where more conservative estimates are closer to 40 minutes. This could be achieved via new silicon anode battery technology. But when it comes to the design of the Mini 6 Pro, they are thinking about a carbon fibre materials just to keep it lightweight. So you've got a heavy battery but a lighter body on there. The use of lightweight carbon fibre could help DJI pack all of these features into the drone while remaining under the strict 249 gram regulatory weight limit. So the next part of the leak is all to do with flight intelligence and communication. So in this category there are only 3 things. One of them is predictive AI tracking. An upgraded active track system could better predict a subject's movement, meaning the drone won't lose tracking if a subject temporarily goes behind a tree or a building. So the next one is laser assisted sensing. Upgrading optical avoidance may include laser assisted depth sensing, meaning night flights and low light environments are significantly safer. And the third one is all to do with the controller with the O4 Plus or the O5 transmission. Improvements in the wireless transmission system are expected to reduce signal drops and interference, particularly in crowded urban environments. So next one you want to know about is release date and how much is it going to cost you. Now the release date, the usual cycle of DJI is towards the end of the year, so we may get it towards the end of this year, 2026, or it could be 2027. And how much is it going to cost? Well, let's have a look. So the standard drone is estimated to start around $999, which is £743, while the Fly More combos could range between $1,299 to $1,499, which is £966 to £1,115, depending on the configuration. So that's just a few rumours in regards to the Mini 6 Pro. I'm looking forward to it. That sensor, that 6K, the lighter bodywork, hopefully better battery. There's also rumoured that omnidirectional nightscape LiDAR, which will give you 360-degree LiDAR on your drone, which basically means it's going to have flawless obstacle avoidance, and it should have obstacle avoidance in pitch black conditions as well. So I'm looking forward to see if that gets implemented. Is there anything in there that you think should be implemented that hasn't been included in this video? Let me know in the comments. Anyway, thank you so much for watching the video. Take care of yourself, happy flying, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.